47 men made a decision. They would get their revenge. But they would not rush it. They would not be reckless. They would wait for exactly as long as it took. And while they waited, they would become the most convincing fools in Japanese history. This is history that sounds like fiction. The year is 1701. Japan is ruled by the Tokugawa shogunate, a military government so obsessed with order and protocol that a single breach of etiquette could end a man's entire world. Lord Asano Naganori, a young honorable daimyo from Ako domain, had been summoned to Edo Castle to perform ceremonial duties. He needed guidance on court protocol. The man assigned to teach him was Kira Yoshinaka, a senior court official, experienced, powerful, and apparently deeply unpleasant. What exactly passed between them, history has never fully confirmed. But what is known is that Kira humiliated Asano repeatedly, publicly, mocking his provincial manners, treating him with contempt so deliberate and sustained that something inside Asano finally snapped. Inside Edo Castle, in one of the most heavily protocol-governed spaces in Japan, Lord Asano drew his sword and attacked Kira. He wounded him, but did not kill him. Drawing a sword inside Edo Castle was a capital offense. The shogunate's judgment was swift and absolute. Lord Asano was ordered to perform seppuku, ritual suicide, that same day. His lands were confiscated. His family was ruined. His samurai retainers, 300 men, became ronin, masterless warriors, men without purpose, without honor, without a lord to serve. And Kira Yoshinaka walked away, unpunished, untouched, smiling. Among those 300 ronin, 47 made a quiet decision together. They would avenge their master. But Kira was not a fool. He knew vengeance might come. He surrounded himself with guards. He moved residences. He watched. He waited. So the 47 ronin became something Kira would never expect to fear. Their leader, Oishi Kuranosuke, walked into the pleasure districts of Kyoto and became a drunk. A visible, embarrassing, stumbling drunk. He was seen in gutters, mocked by strangers. His own wife, unable to bear the shame, divorced him. His children watched their father become a laughingstock. It was all completely deliberate. Kira's spies reported back to their master. The ronin were broken. Oishi was a disgrace. There was nothing to fear. Kira relaxed. And that was his fatal mistake. For 22 months, the 47 ronins scattered across Japan, disguising themselves as merchants, monks, craftsmen, and laborers. They smuggled weapons into Edo piece by piece. Single blades hidden inside bales of rice, armor components carried inside merchant crates. They mapped Kira's compound. They identified every guard post, every weak point, every exit. On the 14th of December, 1702, in the dead of a snowstorm, they moved. 47 men in full armor emerged from the darkness. They split into 2 assault groups, one at the front gate, one scaling the rear wall simultaneously. Kira's guards fought back. The battle lasted hours, but the ronin had trained for this moment across 700 days of patient waiting. One by one, the defenders fell. And then they found Kira hiding in a shed in the back of his own compound. The man who had destroyed Lord Asano with the weapons of court protocol was crouching behind firewood. Oishi offered him the chance to die with honor, the same honor he had denied Lord Asano. Kira said nothing. So Oishi drew the same short sword Lord Asano had used to take his own life and ended it. The 47 Ronin carried Kira's head through the snow to the temple of Sengakuji. They placed it on Lord Asano's grave. They had kept their promise. Then they turned themselves in to the shogunate. The government faced an impossible dilemma. The Ronin had broken the law, but they had fulfilled the highest obligation of Bushido. They had served their master unto death. After months of deliberation, the shogunate ordered all 47 to perform seppuku. They obeyed, without complaint, without fear. Every single one. They are buried together at Sengakuji, all 47, beside the master they avenged. And every year, hundreds of thousands of Japanese people still visit their graves to pay respects to 47 men who waited 700 days and never once forgot why.